Late model
prevailed and takes home the checkers here at Knoxville Raceway.
Checker flag is out for Spangler as he come across the line here.
The 217 coming off of 4. It'll be hit.
Coming there on 3 and 4. Salas gets win number 2 of the night.
Randy Shreves from 19th to victory.
The cars 3 and 4 out here. It's going to be Watson for the win. It's going to be Shreves getting the win.
He sees the checkered flag win. Give it to William Watson.
Yo, yo, yo. Tune in. Don't miss Shaggy TV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. Cue the laugh track, tick-tock, tick-tock.
We are live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. I'm Zach Chapman here with Shaggy TV. Ready to bring you a little bit of Monday Night Madness here in Rossburg, Ohio. None other than the Big E, the Eldora Speedway. It's where the big dogs come out to play. Not a full field here yet. Flirting at 23. No Isaac Salas yet, though. He may join up last minute. That may be the 24th. Have to see if he can make it in time. Let's hop over here. Right now, I think it's just Mason in this practice room. The 89. Sam Bachman, is he? Yep. Okay, so he's in this room, but not on the racetrack. As we're 20, yep, 23. Like I say, you're not going to see that. A couple guys haven't put in a lap time. Just trying to do some math here. But yep, 4 drivers. Steven Goldner, Sam Bachman, Maverick Seidel, and you're looking at the Pink Panther of Jesse Atkinson. Have yet to address the racetrack, but huge thanks to Top Notch Trucking coming on board this season, sponsoring the 358 Modifieds. Couldn't have these broadcasts without people picking up the sponsorship and helping move the weight around here. We really appreciate that. It not easy, to try to broadcast every race you're pretty much running in a league, and they do a pretty good job at doing that. So good community, and I shouldn't have been. You were wondering probably why I was kept driver counting for so long. I was surprised at Eldora. That's when, I mean, you almost always have a B main here, and we are going to finally have that B main. It looks like a couple more drivers snuck in. Isaac was one of the guys, and I said this is where the big dogs come out to play. The big dogs showed up. Ryan Beagle. Let's see, Beagle not in the session yet, so we can't click on him. We'll be in this practice session, though, I believe. And we've got 26 cars right now in the session. And that's what we want to see here. Not a lot of weeks to go. Speaking of, what did I do with that page? Mr. Patrick Spangler, working hard here, brought up the points with drop weeks. Of course, had the Renegades open first. Opened them in the wrong direction. Putt Putt is currently your point leader. I believe he's got a, let's do the math here, 14-point lead. No, 24-point lead over Isaac Salas. So wait, I'll show up the Renegades for you, because now I probably seem so dumb. But unless I am so dumb, I don't see in that picture that Patrick showed me, or sent me, where it shows the total points. It only, from what I'm seeing, is just position. Yeah, it'll say, because you've got your penalty points, bonus. Oh wait, no, total points there. Yeah, okay, never mind. I lied. 522 to 498. So he's got a 24-point lead over Isaac Salas. All right. Patrick's way smarter than, we like to give him credit for. We are past 7 o'clock, so maybe, going to give these guys 1 or 2 more laps, but I would think about ready to roll. Yeah, as I click over into guys in the early practices, nobody really on the racetrack. Or I mean in the early group, I should say. A couple people here in group 2 and then group 3. Awfully quiet here again. So we'll go back to group 2 here, see what Billy Roberts has going on in that 99 machine. Not warm enough to put the top down yet, but Billy would like to. Just cruising around by himself here, just putting in some times. And I've got to wonder here. I just realized, I think, what is going on, possibly. And I'm wondering if they're waiting on Jeff Barker. Because I think Dean was possibly doing this. But then, Dino, he's in Florida. Admitting, I should say, when I say doing this. And I'm wondering if that's what we're kind of waiting on here. Is an admin to show up, because I don't know who the admin would be. Looking down at the list of drivers that are currently in here. I don't know if Anthony Morano may get it kind of dropped on him here, if he's going to have to do it. Somebody's going to have to do it, because I'll tell you, I'm not sitting here for 27 minutes of practice. Well, I mean, we can sit here, but we're going to have some fun while we do it, boy. I'll tell you what. You know, we may have to do some extracurriculars on the side to pass a little bit of time. Let's see here. If I look at the coast to coast. Oh, yeah. Okay. So Dino is writing in there. So Morano is the admin. Hopefully everything all good over there. Got Patrick's Pops chiming in. Gary Spangler. Patrick hasn't run these too often this season, but it is nice having Patrick out here, you know, and the few times he decides to grace our presence. But he's got kids, man. That's a lot to ask. You know, you hop on, do a race, and then you got to go play dad for, 45 minutes, an hour, and get back on and run the Renegades. He's always a contender on the Renegades side. That's where Patrick likes to, and truthfully should, focus his time. And there we go. Finally going to wave it in. And we'll get set to go qualifying here at the Big E. Who is going to, well, you do get bonus points, I guess, for getting the pole. But, man, it is going to be tough to overcome a good qualifying effort, because we invert the top four. And, man, passing here in a heat race is always tricky. This is the 39 of Patrick Spangler, the man whose wife and kids go to bed early. Out there on the racetrack, he's going to be the first guy to take the stripe here for lap number 1. The high side banger doing just that. Tiptoeing on the outside, right back there through 3 and 4. What's it look like at the line? No purple so far for the high side banger. You want to see some purple on that opening lap, like you see out of Butters there in the 93. Goes away. Had P1 for a little bit of time. Now it goes to Billy Roberts in the 099. Can Billy find a little bit more time here? Rolls the middle through 3 and 4. Billy Roberts coming to the line. This time crosses it. 16.24 doesn't improve, but stays at the top. Meanwhile, the Philly Flyer, he comes across the line. Gets knocked back to P4 because Salsa opens up the can. Isaac Salas, quick time. This putt-putt. Clay Christopherson was P5. Gets pushed back to P6 as Joseph Grandy rolls on up to P2. Let's see what putt-putt has here. Final time off of 4. Will go to Grandy as well. Both drivers slowing down on lap number 2. Not going to find that improvement they were trying to hunt for here as the big dog Ryan Beagle crosses the line. P19 for the 84 machine. Almost out of time here in qualifying, and we should just about be set here for our first of 3 heat races here this evening at the Eldora Speedway. Starting lineup for heat race number 1. Rounding out the field, the 36 of Barry Goldner. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 883 of Bud Molyneux. To the inside, the 84 of the big dog, Ryan Beagle. Row 3 to the outside, the 89 of Mason Hine. To the inside, the 015 of the Missile, Mike Stryker. Row 2 to the outside, your quick time in the 5, Salsa, Isaac Salas. To the inside, the 26 of Maverick Seidel. Row 1 for heat race number 1. Top 4 to the A. Winner will start on the pole for tonight's A main. To the outside, the 83 of the Spider Monkey, Brandon Dittmer, and starting on the pole, the 007 of the Samaconda, Sam Bachman. Alrighty. I don't know if watching is safe, Dino, but, I'll try to do my best. What do they say? Paint the picture here for you. Maybe just, drive. I mean, you had quite the eventful day at the beach. That sun, I mean, boy, oh boy, it's gotta take a toll. We're not used to it up here in the Northeast. We've had nothing but snow, clouds, rain, and junk. Don't send that body into shock here. The drivers roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off. The drivers take a look at the Ohio sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch the dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. Bachman with a good run, but not good enough. Here comes Brandon Dittmer on the outside. He's got some help. Isaac Salas right behind him. Thought about making it 3 wide. Stays in line. Bachman slides up the racetrack. Dittmer cuts underneath. Dittmer leads lap number 1. Isaac Salas searching for P2 here. Meanwhile, Sam Bachman gathering up the chickens on the outside. He's got a full basket. Sends it up top. Isaac throws it on the bottom. Almost 3 wide. 6 laps to go. Oh, Sam in the outside wall. That's going to allow Dittmer to clear. Isaac Salas looking to do the same. The 5. Can't get a 2 for 1. Can't get around his teammate. But he inches underneath the 007 of Sam Bachman. And who is going to win this war? Maverick Seidel. He wants a piece. Here comes the 26. 3 wide for the lead. Bachman in the middle. Dittmer up top. Isaac Salas trying to open up the can on the bottom. Not a lot of room. Dittmer to the outside. He's got the lead into 3. Coming to 3 laps to go. Seidel in the outside wall. He's going to fall the whole way to the tail. Barry Goldner, gets caught up. No, that was Bud Molyneux. Barry Goldner in the back as well, but Bud Molyneux catches a big piece. Meanwhile, top 3 still under the blanket. Mike Stryker, the missile, finds himself in the final transfer spot with 2 laps to go. Ken Dittmer, hold on. He sends up one last prayer. Isaac Salas gets in the outside wall. Can Mike Stryker go hunting underneath here for P2? Or 3, excuse me. White flag waves, 1 lap to play. Brandon Dittmer holding off the Samaconda. Sam Bachman as we head down the backstretch for the final time. Sam looking on the bottom. Into 3, leaves Dittmer plenty of room. Comes to the line, checkered flag waves, give it to Dittmer. Bachman, Salas, and Stryker to the A. Hine, Beagle, Seidel, Goldner, and Molyneux to the B. That does it there for heat race number 1. Let's find our next group of drivers fighting for top 4 transfer spots into tonight's A main. Rounding out the field, the 210 of Barry Wallace. Row 4 to the outside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio. To the inside, the 39 of the high side banger, Patrick Spangler. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 127 of the Pink Panther, Jesse Atkinson. To the inside, the 23 of Bart William Watson. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. To the inside, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. Row 1 for heat race number 2. Winner starts on the outside of the front row for tonight's A main. To the outside, the 14 of the low line master, Brandon Lacey, and starting on the pole, the 122 of Brian Dickens. Final time down the backstretch here in Ohio before we get set to go play. Heat race number 2, 8 laps to punch your ticket. It's Barry Wallace, no call, no show. So looking like maybe only one driver going to go home tonight as the green flag waves. Heat race number 2 is underway. 3 wide right away for the lead. Brandon Lacey to the top shelf. Brian Dickens in the middle. All while Trevor Giroux pounces on the bottom. The Philly Flyer slides up the racetrack. Grandy almost touches Lacey. Somehow Lacey keeps it off the wall. Fell back to 5th, but he's still in the hunt. Patrick Spengler on the bottom. Hunting down low. Grandy touches the outside wall. Giroux to the point. Spengler on the bottom. Dickens searching for the lead. Trying to find any grip he can there through the middle of 1 and 2. No grip to find, though, because the 518's got all of it. Slide job. Crosses up the... runs over the nose there, the 122. Dickens sends him one back here. What's better than getting even? 3 guys get together behind. Oh, boy, just caught up getting the shrapnel of these boys racing hard in front. Brian Dickens and Joseph Grandy haven't stopped. The war continues. Trevor Giroux pulling away. He is going to win this thing, no problem. 1.2 seconds up the road. 3 laps to go. Dickens and Grandy get together. Dickens comes a little high. Grandy gets shoved in the outside wall. That moves Brennan Lacey to P2. William Watson to 3rd, and Patrick Spengler in that 4th and final transfer spot. 2 laps to go. Patrick goes down to the inside here. William Watson not feeling any pressure here from Spengler coming to the white flag. Does he try to make a move for P2, or is he happy with being in the show? Half a mile left to go here in Ohio. Trevor Giroux into 3 for the final time. He can see that checkered flag wave. He wins heat race number 2, followed by Lacey, Watson, and Spengler to the A. Vecchio, Atkinson, Dickens, Grandy, and Wallace to the B. Starting lineup for tonight's final top-notch trucking heat race here for your 358 modifieds. Row 4 to the outside, the 73 of Larry Moody to the inside, the 30 of Stephen Goldner. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano to the inside, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey. Row 2 to the outside, the 099 the Gears Unlimited machine of Billy Roberts to the inside. Putt-putt in the 051. Clay Christopherson. And row 1 for heat race number 3. Winner will start on the inside of row number 2 to the outside. The 93 of Butters. Jason Butterfield, and starting on the pole, the 218 of Superman, Kurt Schatzer. Eight laps here between now and your B main. You do not want to be in that B main. Now, we've got 2 guys who didn't show up for their heat races. But, you know, they could show up here come B main time, and you do not want to put yourself in position to have to battle your way into tonight's A main, finish in the top 4, do what you got to do. We look to the sky, the green flag's high. Heat race number 3 is underway. 8 laps to go and play. Schatzer slides it up the racetrack. Butters got to get on the binders. That allows Clay Christopherson to make a move on the bottom. Does he slide up in front of the 93? He tries, but Butters, boy, oh boy, he went for a hike and bounced off the front stretch wall. Butters falls back to 4th as Billy Robertson, Clay Christopherson battle for P2. Clay's got it for now. On the outside is Kurt Schatzer, loving what he's hearing over the PA. Those boys going at each other very hard, and we watched Trevor Giroux take advantage of that in the last heat race. Those guys going to battle, try to pull away. He couldn't. Clay sends it in deep, and you saw while he's trying to battle, Billy almost gets into the back of the 218, and man, Kurt, that is going to make him nervous. We still got 4 laps to go. This time by halfway to play, 2 miles at the Eldora Speedway. Clay Christopherson throws the slide job. Kurt Schatzer didn't lift out. Instead, bounces off the rear bumper, able to stay in P2. Lucky there for Schatzer, not able to cross underneath nor get on the binders. Could have been bad there. Billy Roberts ended up getting into the back of him, but now Kurt's got to play a little bit of defense here because Clay Christopherson is gone. He is up the road, and Billy Roberts, meanwhile, moved the 099 up into P2. Not just yet, says Mr. Schatzer as they battle side by side down the backstretch. Billy is right there, but can't get in front of the nose of the 218. Kurt goes way up the hill. It's Billy at the line as the white flag waves. 1 lap left to play. This is your battle for second, but the battle for the lead was decided a long time ago. Clay Christopherson wins heat race number 3, followed by Schatzer, Roberts, Butters. Your top 4, Kinsey, Morano, Goldner, and Moody to the B. I'm going to be honest. I didn't realize I muted myself. My apologies. I just was talking to myself there for a little bit. That's kind of embarrassing. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's 358 modified B main. 2 drivers going to go home, running out the field, the 210 of Barry Wallace to the inside, the 883 of Bud Molyneux. Row 6 to the outside, the 73 of Larry Moody to the inside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. Row 5 to the outside, the 36 of Barry Goldner to the inside, his son in the 30, Stephen Goldner. And row 4 to the top shelf, the 122 of Brian Dickens to the inside, the 26 of Maverick Seidel. Row 3 to the outside, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano to the inside, the 127 of the Pink Panther, Jesse Atkinson. Row 2 to the outside, the 84 of the Big Dog, Ryan Beagle. To the inside, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey. In row 1 for tonight's B main, where every single driver you see on the racetrack will make it tonight, because Larry Moody and Barry Wallace were a no call. The top shelf, the 147 of Michael Vecchio, and starting on the pole, the 89 of Mason Hine. So basically, these guys just going to go out here and get to dirty up the racetrack a little bit. And you're just racing for your starting feature spot right now. We're not going to, focus a little towards, back middle of the pack like we normally do for the B mains. We'll just watch all the racing going on. No battle for a final transfer. Now, that being said, don't trust what I'm saying. Because if you think you can go out here and wreck your car going into turn one and Larry or Barry, you know, don't hop in that race car and try to get the spot, you may be kidding yourself. Well, we've got 10 laps to sit and go play as we take a look to the Ohio sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch the dirt fly. And exactly what I said. You heard a car kick on in the pits. That's this man, Larry Moody. He needs one guy to wreck if he decides to pull out of this thing and he makes it out. I don't know what his move's going to be. And I'll tell you what, Larry, you got a whole lot more than one guy to wreck. Michael Vecchio, Red Rover, the 747. Went hard up and over. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, so Vecchio I'm not sure if something happened, but just ran the 84 up the hill, and Ryan Beagle with absolutely nowhere to go. Michael Vecchio had to tow. Larry Moody never got in that race car. Like I said, he could have. That's why you never give up. The parents always tell you never give up, and that is why. If Larry Moody would have got in that race car and drove out there, just sucked it up here for a couple laps, he would be in not only 12th, it's looking like 11th, maybe 10th. Beagle down pit road as well. This is 89 of Mason Hine holding off the 639 of the Dill Pickle, Dylan Kinsey. Trying to get that outside rolling here in this 358, but just not as much power as he'd like. Dylan, I'm sure, would much rather be in the big block here trying to work that outside. He cuts down to the middle, trying to look for a cut down. Dylan, does he have enough to send it? No, not this time. 3 laps to go. Mason Hine continues to lead the show. Joseph Grandy started way back, P11 in that 518. Got this thing up inside the top 3, and he may be able to get a little bit more. The 518 of Joseph Grandy all over the back of Dylan Kinsey. Does he play nice here? Coming to the white flag this time. By as the drivers roll off of 4. 1 lap left to go. Mason Hine out front for the final time down the backstretch. He looks to have this thing locked up. Dylan gets close, but not close enough. Checkered flag waves. Give it to Hine. Kinsey, Grandy, Seidel, Atkinson, Dickens, Goldner, Morano, Goldner, Vecchio, Beagle, and Molyneux to the A. Stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to our sponsors and partners for the 2025-2026 winter season. Thank you to our sponsors and
Just about 30 seconds left here in warm-ups before the drivers get ready to go play here for 30 laps at the Eldora Speedway. Let me know who you got. This top-notch trucking 358 modified A main is going to be full of fireworks here as 24 of Coast to Coast Best get set to go play. Row 12, rounding out the field to the outside, the 883 of Bud Molyneux to the inside, the 84 of the big dog, Ryan Beagle. Row 11 to the top shelf, the 147 of Michael Vecchio to the inside, the 36 of Barry Goldner. Row 10 to the outside, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano to the inside, the 30 of the Canadian flag wearing, maple syrup chugging Steven Goldner. Row 9 to the outside, the 122 of Brian Dickens to the inside, the 127 of the Pink Panther, Jesse Atkinson. Row 8 to the outside, the 26 of Maverick Seidel to the inside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 639 of the Dill Pickle, Dylan Kinsey to the inside, the 89 of Mason Hine. Row 6 to the outside, the 93 of Butters. To the inside, the 39 of the high side banger, Patrick Spangler. Row 5 to the top shelf, the 015 of the Missile, Mike Stryker to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 23 of William Watson. To the inside, the 5 of Isaac Salas. Row 3 to the outside, the 218 of Superman, Kurt Schatzer. To the inside, the 14 of the Lowline Master, Brennan Lacey. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 007 of the Samaconda, Sam Bachman. To the inside, the 051 of Putt Putt, Clay Christopherson. And row 1 for tonight's top-notch trucking 358 modified A main. To the outside, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. And starting on the pole, the 83 of the Spider Monkey. As we take a look to the Eldora sky, or the Ohio sky, the green flag is high. Let's watch the dirt fly. Your A main is underway. Dittmer slides up. Clay Christopherson, barrel hot on the bottom, started third. Welcome to the party, battling for the lead, 3 wide. Salas Dittmer made contact. Christopherson not able to keep it straight. Oh, boy. We got the big one here. We saw it at Daytona yesterday, and we got one here. Teammates meet in the middle. And Clay Christopherson pays the price here. Let's go up top. You can see Isaac maybe doesn't know that, they are 3 wide. He comes up, gets into Dittmer. They hip check. Clay goes around. I'm not sure. I guess Isaac, maybe he got some damage or felt bad about it, but he goes down pit road, I think, from what I was seeing there. But let's rewind this just a bit. We're on Clay Christopherson, and you can kind of just see. We'll see. Can I zoom in? Where's the TV static camera here? Of course not. There we go. That actually isn't too bad. And you can just see him pile in here. And there's really, if you committed to that outside, there was nowhere to go. See a lot of FTM guys getting involved in that one. That's a tough one. 4, maybe 5 FTM drivers getting some damage in that. And actually, I thought it said Isaac was going down pit road. I was wondering why he would have. See him and Dittmer continue. I mean, if you got that track position, it is tough to give that up. The teammates hold on to the front row. Can Trevor Giroux find a way to right the ship here for the FTM boys? Billy Roberts maybe going to stick his nose up here in a battle for the lead. We'll have to see as the lights are off on the Steve King Foundation pace car. The green flag is high. Let's make some dirt fly. We're back underway. Lap 3 at the Eldora Speedway. William Watson almost in the middle 3 wide there. He's got Patrick to the outside. He was able to clear Mike Stryker. Ooh, Joseph Grandy send it in. Seidel had to get on the binders. And boy, oh boy. Caution flag gonna wave yet again. I believe Butters involved in this one in the 93. Let's see. Yeah, just got into the back of Goldner and well, tried to tow it, but too late. Caution flag waves here for the second time, and well, really as many green flag laps. Keep an eye on this man here. If we can get a green flag run or two and then maybe one more caution. Clay, does he have what it takes to get back up towards the front? I mean, he made a big power move right away. Showed his strength, but it's bounced to the back there after contact between those two teammates. Definitely not intentional by any means, but just very unfortunate there for Clay. As the lights go off on the Steve King Foundation pace car, we will, I think, be single file this time. No, we're going double. We didn't get a full lap in. That's why I thought we would be single file. But the officials said it was okay. The Steve King Foundation pace car will pull off the racetrack once again as we take a look to that Ohio sky. The green flag is high. It's time to watch the dirt fly. Your A-main is back underway, only on lap 4 here. See if the boys can put a little bit of a run together. It's going to be tough to do that when you're running 2, 3 wide all over the racetrack. There's dirt. You got to find a way to put your race car there to get around that guy in front of you. Is Grandy almost involved in a 4 wide? He's got Dylan Kinsey and Mike Stryker who thought about taking the peak underneath him and Seidel. Couldn't find a way to make it stick. As meanwhile, Isaac Salas looking to march away. Brandon Dittmer, he's got some company. Trevor Giroux looks to the inside. He throws the slide job. Dittmer, crisscross applesauce. Here we go. As Dittmer kisses the outside wall. He's in the outside wall. He's going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 spots. Brandon Dittmer gets caught. Patrick Spangler throws the slide job. He's got to park it up there. Meanwhile, battle back on for P2. But it's between Billy Roberts and Trevor Giroux. The Philly Flyer watching his old teammate in the 5 walk away. He knows he's got to go. Can't waste time. Grandy slide job on Patrick Spangler. Spangler, he gets put in the outside wall. He continues to lose spots. Patrick Spangler somehow able to wrestle the bull back down here and keep it on all 4s. That could have been a wild ride for Mr. Spangler. And that 39 who's getting to know Anthony Morano a little bit as they touch going down the front stretch. Ryan Beagle, here comes the big dog, barking on the bottom. That 84 RK is rolling here as Patrick Spengler in the outside wall one more time. Big wreck, big pile up. Caution flag gonna wave. We're gonna rewind from here because I thought it was Patrick Spengler in the outside wall. Okay, it was. Couldn't tell if it was him or the 747. Their cars are so similar. This was the cheat sheet. So we will slow it down. You can see Patrick already in the wall at this point in time. We had watched it happen to Brandon Dittmer a couple laps before, but this one was bad. Bad enough that right front kind of gets stuck. Bud Molyneux gets grabbed in that 883, and here comes the line of cars with nowhere to go. Mason Hine takes a big shot. And not many cars that were behind that one get through it unscathed. The caution flag waves here. Drivers get a little chance for a reset here. We'll get ready to line them up and do it one more time. I didn't know we were doing wave rounds on the pace car, giving laps back. I did not know that we were doing that anymore in dirt. I'm going to be honest with you. That's kind of why I was staring at that, but that's cool if we are.